Hello guys and welcome to today's guide. I've actually done it as much as I do. Not really a fan of him. Someone asked me to do a video on him, so I said yeah, sure, I guess I can do a video on him. So I played around with him a bit beforehand, and I have before in previous games. Um, but yeah, so this would be my guide. Oh come on, stop it. People want to play with me because I'm awesome, but that's besides the point. Alright, so I'm just going to go over his moves as I always do. So his first move, being his passive, is every 10 seconds Nocturne's next attack strikes surrounding enemies for 120% physical damage and heals himself. Nocturne's basic attacks reduce this cooldown by 1 second. So this is a pretty good move. It's good for AoE damage. It's kind of nice in team fights when you initiate with your R, and it has a decent amount of sustain, but I wouldn't count on it the whole way through the game. This is your Q, and you'll be maxing it first. Nocturne throws a shadow blade that deals damage, leaves a dust trail, and causes champions to leave a dust trail if they are hit. While on the trail, Nocturne ignores unit collision and has increased movement speed and attack damage. This is kind of his like initiator move, and it's alright if you land it, which is kind of the point. It's good if you land it, but if you don't, he's just, I don't know, he's not the best at really chasing people down. Shroud of Darkness is his next move. Nocturne empowers his blades, passively gaining attack speed. Activating Shroud of Darkness allows Nocturne to fade into the shadows, creating a magical barrier which blocks a single enemy ability and doubles his passive attack speed if successful. This is a good move for people like Blitzcrank and stuff like that, because basically his grab will just do absolutely shit all, which is really nice, but it only lasts for about a second and a half. It's really quick. It's not like severe, like she's got like a rather long kind of bubble for this to work, but his is really short. Unspeakable Horror. Nocturne plants a nightmare into his target's mind, dealing damage each second and fearing the shit out of the target if they don't get out of range by the end of the duration. This is actually a pretty good move. Like, in comparison with Dustbringer, if you land Dustbringer and get this off, it's almost a guaranteed kill, maybe? Like, you got a pretty good chance of killing them, which is pretty good. And then finally, this is kind of like his big TM move, and it's good, but the fact that his ultimate's kind of like his really main good move is what deters me from playing him. But he is like, I guess after I played him a bit, and I guess I kind of did warm up to him a little bit, because Paranoia is a really good ultimate. So Nocturne reduces the sight radius of all enemy champions and removes their ally vision in the process. He can launch himself at a nearby enemy champion, and the range is still quite strong. It's not what it used to be, but it's still quite good. And mainly is really good for just creating like mass confusion, like just confusing the hell out of the whole team, because they really have no shitting idea what's going to happen. And that's what's really good. Like, it's really nice for team fights and engagements and stuff. And yeah, like I really do like it for that. And if you use it right, you can really win a lot of fights, because if you use this on like the AD carry and your whole team just jumps the AD carry and takes him out of the game, then like that can pretty much win you a team fight, because you just take out all the deeps. So there's that, and I'm gonna run over to the Masteries that I use, and they're just the standard jungling Masteries here that I usually do for the jungle. So you got your armor pen, attack speed, a bit of attack damage, butcher, bladed armor, veteran scars, and the buff. So it's like, these are pretty much like your very, oh come off it, come on. These are pretty much like your main masteries for jungling. I mean, you can switch out of them if you want to, you know, and get more damage and stuff. But to be like, for someone that I take that's like kind of tanky, this is usually what I go with. Or even if they're not really, because this tough skin and bladed armor can really help you early on. And I don't know, it's this is pretty much like you should pretty much make these and use them on most of your AD junglers because it's pretty much the best setup you can really get right now, because you get some armor pen, you get the runic affinity, you get some earlier health for ganking, and more health later on. So it's generally pretty nice. And ruins again are kind of stapled here. Oh, piss off! This guy. Come on, I'm not gonna say your name, but you're bugging me really badly. But I'm gonna close this soon anyway, so we can bugger off. Okay, so these are kind of my TM moves here for these are my APs, so these are my ADs, sorry. Is the armor pen. This really helps on the early jungle monsters, and of course your attacks in general will do more damage. You've got the armor seals here, which again helps you in the jungle. And then you've got greater glyph of shield in here, and this is for your AP champs, because there's nothing really that you can put in here that's really that great. Like you put some other things in here, like you put some CDR in here, but really at the end of the day, it's not really going to do you all that well. You're going to spend a lot of money on situational glyphs, and so I get these ones because, as you can see, I don't have a ton of glyph pages, but I mean, just in general. Oh, fuck off! Really, like a double, man. Like I almost just nah, fuck it, fuck it. It's all right. Yeah. So that's that right there. And then the plus to health quints, because you know, you just want that earlier health. It really is quite effective, especially for earlier ganks and just being tanky early on. I mean, that's almost 100 extra health when everyone's got like 400-500. Like that's quite a bit extra. So that's really useful there. But I'm going to close this now and move on to the items. That guy can piss off. What? One last time before I go. What prick. Alright. But I guess he doesn't know. Okay, so here's your item setup, and you can switch it out if you want to, but it's pretty relatively cheap here. Just slightly under 15k. And that is with rather expensive boots. But I do like these boots on him, especially the Mercury treads, because magic resist is good, but mainly for the tenacity. He's really got, like, he's just a sitting duck if he gets CC'd. He's really fucked. Like, he's got nothing to CC anyone else really, except for his fear, which, you know, takes time, and you know, that's I like these for that occasion. If the team's got no CC, then you could take something else. You could take like boots of mobility or something. You know, dependent on the situation, like I always say. But yeah, I do like Mercury Trez because if there is any CC at all, he really gets his ass whomped by that. But so then next is Wriggle's Lantern. This is kind of a given. The lifesteal's really nice, and the attack damage and the armor too as well, of course. So all very nice stats on him, and this actually makes him. He's got some pretty decent sustain through this, when coupled with these other items. Now next is Frozen Mallet. Frozen Mallet is really nice on him because it gives him some health to be tanky, some attack damage, but it gives him a perm slow. This is really nice because once you get that perm slow, if you do land your Q, you pretty much win because they're not going to get you away, which is really nice. Like I like that a lot on him. I find it's almost essential because he's just got shit soul for really sticking on someone, especially if you lose your Q or it runs out or anything like that. So Frozen Mallet's a really great choice on him because I do like to build him rather tanky. Because if you build him like a DPS, he's not very good, he's not very efficient. He just kind of gets in and CC'd and then dies because he's so squishy. I mean, after all, like he doesn't even have a body, right? So it's pretty easy to just kind of crush him. And then Randuin's Omen, this gives you some more health, a boatload of armor, and health regen per 5 seconds. So this is like between like your passive and Wriggle's Lantern and Randuin's, you're pretty set. You don't really have to worry about much else, and it's got that really awesome active ability there for just sticking on people, and you know, so it's really good for that. I really like this on him a lot, and of course having the GP10 that you build up beforehand is really helpful. Now that's pretty much a core right there. So you've got a lot of shit to slow people down, and a good amount of health, a ton of armor. Is pretty good, really. You've got an extra 1,000 health. And now this is where your situational picks come out. You could get, if you need some magic resist, I would definitely get Mob Mortis. This gives him some attack damage and magic resist, which is really nice, and a passive shield. Between this and your other ability, you can actually block quite a bit of damage and just abilities in general. It's really nice. So I think that's a good piece on him. Of course, if you didn't get this, if you didn't need the magic resist, I would say either get something maybe more tanky or grab a Bloodthirster, because then you can just sustain for days. Be really nice pick on him. And then finally, and you could even switch this up if you want. You can grab this next. If you choose to, you can grab a Guardian Angel, which gives you the magic resist, and of course coming back to life. Now I say this mostly because as Nocturne you are an initiator with your R, kind of. I mean, you can be a chaser or an initiator, but a lot of the time you're really just jumping right in there, just balls deep. So you really do, you can benefit from having Guardian Angel quite a bit. And of course it's rather cheap item as well. So really putting you under that 15k mark, which is pretty attainable, like even as a jungler who's usually a bit cash deprived. It's quite a sustainable build within the course of a game. So that's pretty much it for items. You could swap them out, but I wouldn't go too crazy. Like, this is definitely your core for items, and I wouldn't go. If you do swap these out, I would just get other maybe tanky pieces or a Bloodthirster. Like, either get sustain or tankiness, one or the other. But definitely don't get anything that's like straight offensive. Like, I wouldn't get anything, like I wouldn't get a Black Cleaver or something like that, because you really do need, if you're gonna get something offensive, get some lifesteal with it. So Bloodthirst is kind of your clutch piece if you want to get more offense here. So I'm gonna close that, and I'm gonna head on into the match. We'll have to turn up the sound. I hope I don't have the same problem I had last time, where the game sped up a bit, but this should be okay. Alright, so I'm going to close this, and on with the game we go. And I might turn the sound down just a smidge here. Just a smidge here, come on, there we go. Alright. So obviously starting off with boots and 3 pots, you can do this, and it's rather quite easy for him to do. So I'll just be leaving it on, I think I'll put it on my camera just for the first kind of little bit, so you can kind of see what's going on here. So T, take off the directed camera and stick it on me. Now generally you're gonna go for wolves in blue. I do this on pretty much every jungler, because you can't really lose out by getting that 20% cooldown reduction. It really helps you clear a lot faster, and you don't really want to take your red right away. I wouldn't really take it, like even on Shyvana or anything, or even Rengar. Like, some people will swear by that, but I really don't, because you're gonna want your red for when you start ganking, and you gonna grab it, right? Yeah. You're gonna grab that right before you start ganking, so you can use it to its maximum effectiveness. Because otherwise you lose all that buff. Oh shit, man. Really? Oh yeah, this actually went rather well. I might even back that up just a smidge, because they fucked up there, and it was rather nice. So I don't know what. I guess this is a good Teemo can be an alright AD carry, or I guess, yeah, he's going AD, but maybe AP. And they just kind of rush right in the fucking bush there. And she's like, hey, watch me dance. And they're just like, don't even care. They just engage. And I'm just like, holy shit. So I just flash in there just to get in there all the quicker. And get her. And gets exhausted. And get a little spin off there on him. Slice him up and chop him down. You can see there, like, I did miss it the first time. And that is bad because you lose out on that extra attack damage that you get there from the bonus. So, I think this is me pinging, being like, hey, wolves, but the time's already passed, I think, yeah. So I could, but then I'm just like, hey, help me out. And I think, yeah, this Ari, is kind of a twat. And it's just like, oh, really? You need a leash? Well, fuck off. And I'm just like, thanks, mate, you're a dick. But yeah, either way, he does go through the jungle rather quickly. He's definitely he's got fast clear times, and if you have blue, you can spam your dust blades, and then immediately after, you're gonna want to be picking up your E. This is to fear monsters because you will get through relatively unscathed. I mean, I don't even think I've used potion yet. Oh yes, I guess I have because I went down there to gank, but oh no, maybe I'll just use that now. Yeah, I did. So not really even using a potion until now is pretty good. And you got a lot of health. So I mean, it's pretty effective, really. My problem with Nocturne is not really in his ooh, and this one thing kind of sucks. I'll continue on with what I was saying, but yeah, so he does get kind of screwed up here, and I have to kind of camp the lane because they opted for no jungler and cat top, but it was rather aggressive, so I had to help him out a lot. And he wasn't exactly the best person to recoup with. And I do believe he kind of did leave me to die at some points here. But yeah, as I was continuing on saying, my issue with Nocturne is not his clear speeds. It's more his lack of being able to CC anyone really all that well. And to kind of just get at someone. I mean, his Q's good when you hit them and stuff. But if you miss it, or even if you do land it, it's just you're a bit faster. So I don't know. It's okay for sure, but like look how long that took to CC there. You know what I mean? Like on a champion, that takes just as long, and it's rather bit of a long time. So how many times that guy die? And I think yes, this is where the shit happens there. Because I'm like, alright mate, you're kind of getting fucked with a bit. Or maybe it isn't where it happens. Yeah, look at her, just laughing at him, a total bitch, and I'm like, hey Darius, help me out here, gonna go for her. And he misses the grab. And I miss mine, and then there's just kind of like, this just kind of sucks. Yeah, this is what happened, I just kind of got fucked there. Which really was not the best. I was rather a bit upset there. Because had she kind of landed that grab, we would have just smashed her right here, but instead kind of chased her and ended up dying. So that kind of sucked to. I hate losing my buffs, like right at the start, and then this, like he just gets whumped there, and Cat just doesn't give a shit about his grab really, because the minions are there and Blitzcrank's there, so it doesn't really matter. And his lane does just kind of get dominated, like, just any time that he goes in, she just kind of pops back, so rather boring time there. So I will be switching over to director cam now, and how long does this go? So I might pop through here, if at some point it gets a bit too long for me liking. Oh, There we go. Want to hide that. So there's that. And see, like, and it's not like I could just be bad with his skill shot, or you know, in the skill shot kind of department in general. But the thing is that it's not very forgiving, I guess. Like if you do miss that skill shot at all, you're quite severely hampered. Like you just kind of have to give it up right from there, and that kind of sucks. Like I don't really like that, because it's just like you've got basically one move, one chance every 10 seconds to kind of use that. But I will admit that his ultimate is very strong, and you know, if you make the best use out of that, you can really win some team fights with him through that method. And it is rather nice. Oh, that was a good stun there. You would have got that otherwise, but Leona being Leona's quite a bit of a boss. Does he get that? See, if he just had a shot there, like if he just sets up his thing there, he could fucking nail him. But I don't know. Oh, maybe maybe he's got enough mana. So there's them just derping around on that. So I'm going to be taking off this director cam for a moment, just to kind of roam around myself. And what's my doing? I'm just kind of jungling here. Not anything crazy. And ooh, this is a rather close. Brand's so strong. He's very strong. Very good mids. She's just got some crazy damage, but yeah, I think he does kind of win this lane here, because I don't know. Like I do find Brand is a very powerful mid. He's got maybe not the best utility. I mean, I know he does have a stun, but his damage, man's just through the friggin' roof. It's crazy, but he's quite squishy. He's quite squishy as fuck, actually. But if he does get off his ultimate, he's rather strong. Oh, I mean, not his ultimate, but just his moves in general. So this is me. I'm just trying to scare her off there, because Darius, like, I just can't baby him too much, because I've really rather babied him quite a bit. But I don't know, he's just very timid. He's very scared of Cat, because he knows that she'll probably just fuck him up at this point, because he has died a couple times, and is rather a bit behind. And Darius isn't good with people that are jumpy and fast. He gets a bit scared of them. So you scare her there. And so you can see, like, that's nice there. Oh yeah, see that? Look at that fucking pro flash there. But yeah, that's me just being a boss, not giving a fucking sweet shit. But yeah, that is one thing. Like, I don't feel like he's a very good chaser. Like when I'm used to playing people like Udyr or Rengar, you know, who can jump. Like I like people who can chase people down, because that's how you get your kills, right? That's how you. Oh, a bit of a defensive headbutt there. I don't know what he was doing. But yeah, like, watch him just fucking nuke the shit out of her. Man, that's fucking crazy. So nuts. But oh, popped her in the face there, right in the kisser. I'm just pushing him back again. And Darius, oh man. Oh, just nailed right under his own turret. That's always a shit feeling when that happens. But luckily they really get ahead there. Holy fuck! So a kill, and then oh, but then Leona kind of takes the cake there. But not too bad. Well, kind of bad. 2 for 1's never really good, but that's alright. And then I just kind of have to sit on this top lane, because I can't really afford not to, because otherwise he'll just get totally crushed. But yeah. And what do I have for items at this point? At this point, I've just got my Madrid's Razor and my boots. And that is kind of what you want to go for. You want to get that really quick Wriggles Lantern, and then immediately after that you get your Hearts of Gold, because you want to get that GB10, you know, as early as possible. And I will skip through this a little bit after, because it's just basically him getting owned at early levels. So I'll jump into this about, let's say, 22 minutes or so. Oh, I feel like I just missed a big team fight. I mean, yeah, bitches just died. Alright, maybe I'll jump back a bit. So Blitzcrank got fucked there, and I'm just getting shit out the jungle. There's wards all over the place. Ooh, this turret's almost gone. But I think, yeah, Katarina, she was really a problem. Because, ooh, she just kind of, oh, fucking hell, man. Wow, that was amazing. Jace really did shut her down. He beat the living shit right out of her. Jace is so strong. I love Jace. Oh, but this is bad. But Jace just does not give a shit, which is really nice. And so chop her down, and then I see Brand here, and I just try to fear him, because I'm just like, fuck that shit, because Brand's a really mean person. And that was me just kind of spamming Jace, being like, man, you've got very little health left, you should just leave, because that's pretty much a Brand one shot right there. And grabbed Ari, just kind of nuking his face off, and landing the kill there. That's pretty good. That was a good kill there. I really like Ari for her charm. That's really such a strong move. Kate just kind of laughing like a total bitch. But maybe, yeah. Oh, the grab. Oh, shit! That would have been nice if he had a flash pulverize going on there. Now, one thing I'm wondering about is if my ultimate will show up on this full screen kinds of mode like this. I'm not sure, because there was a couple good times where I did use his ultimate rather effectively. And it is really just for like opening on team fights. Like if you really want to confuse the shit out of someone, it's really great for that. I really liked quite a bit. And you can see just Brand there, just lighting them up. They grab, but no thing for him, no grab for him. And did manage to get almost everybody with that strike there. So it does work. And so you can see here. Oh dear. So that was rather poor. Blue team just kind of raped shit there. And I did have to back off because I kind of sensed that was losing. Because had I not, they would have just pushed the whole way through rather quickly. But instead, see, there I go, activating that move. And, oh, fucking Brand does get me because he's just a prick. Oh, and he almost died though. So, yeah, I guess that's part of the reason, like, why I do and don't like Nocturne is because he's got that ultimate which is sick, but once he's kind of in the fight, there's not a whole lot he can do. Like, he can't really stun anybody, or pop anyone up, or shoot anyone away, or you know, do absurd amounts of damage rather quickly. And, but, you know, I figured I'd try to make this guide with the, you know, at least for beginners, and kind of showcase how he is good. Like, he does have really fast clear times and stuff, and he's really nice for that. And he's a pretty decent duelist, but I just feel like his team fighting skills other than his ultimate are a bit lacking, and I guess just his fighting skills in general a bit lacking. Does he die to this? That's fucking close, man. So they definitely know to not come over here. And I think... yeah, this rather sucked for me. There I go, talking about how I used my ultimate effectively, and that wasn't very effective. But, I don't know, like, I feel like he's just kind of a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? Like, I bought him originally thinking like, oh, this guy looks so cool, he kind of reminds me of Spawn. You know, he's going to be badass for sure. And so I've never really had much of a liking to him. Like, when you've got junglers out there like Udyr, who, you know, can just stun spam. And, you know, you've got like Shaco, who can go invisible, and, you know, Hakaram, and just a lot of those other really strong junglers that aren't quite such one-trick ponies, you know. Because, I don't know, there are people that are definitely better than Nocturne, that's for sure. But, I mean, he's not bad. Would I buy him again? I don't think so. I might buy him if he was on sale or something. But, I don't know other than that, really. Once you get Frozen Mallet, he's a bit nicer, for sure. But, because then you can kind of stick on people a bit more, which is really nice. But, before that, and I mean, that's a pretty expensive piece, so before that, I don't know, he's, not exactly the guy. Like, I think I like him, I think I would like him more top lane than I would like him in the jungle. Top lane, he'd be rather nice, maybe. But in the jungle, not so much. So that was kind of nice, because she did try to use her AoE there. And Alistair just didn't really give a fuck. Now Alistair, that's a big, gigantic cow that I love. He's really nice. And I don't know, I think I'm just clearing this so that I can grab the buff when it comes back. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. That's the thing with Kate. Kate's really strong. Oh fuck. Oh, she did not see that coming. Oh. Wow, he blew her up though. That was good. Poor little team was about to get fucked. And I did just pop my ulti there. And I think it's because I thought there was a bit more of them there than there actually was. Because I wanted to use that. That is one thing that I kind of do like. Like, even if you're way back at the base, you can pop your ultimate if your team is about to get in a fight. Because it does cover the whole map, which is something that I do like. But once again, just everything being so strongly pushed into his one move that's on a very long cooldown, I'm not the biggest fan of. But I don't know. For the people of you that do like this, I hope the guide does help. At least with the items and the ruins and masteries. And maybe kind of teach you a bit of the basics with him. And it is really all about how you use your ultimate with him. Because it's kind of his whole thing. Like, if you can use his ultimate good, then you'd be a good Nocturne. And if you don't use it rather well, and not just for yourself but for your teams, then if you don't use it well, it's not really going to be the best showing of Nocturne, really. But I mean, I have seen people, I have seen people that that do use his ultimate quite effectively, and if you can kind of always use it whenever it's off cooldown, you can cause quite a bit of confusion and really fuck them up. So Teemo gets nailed there, and Blitz just missing, and we're like my teammates all kind of run past, and I'm like, guys, they're in the bush, and then they just kind of get raped there. And there you go, and you can see, like, at this point, quite tanky. So he is kind of good for that too, like just for absorbing some damage and scaring people. That's pretty much Nocturne. Get punched in the face, take the shots, and scare people. Either by like shooting your dust blade at them, because if they see that, they're gonna be like, oh shit. But yeah, so that was it. That was pretty much the guide. And I hope you liked it, and I wish I kind of had got some better ultimates off there to kind of showcase that, but that's really the key with him, is getting off really good ultimates. So I hope you guys like that. I hope you like the guide, and I think this will close now, but hopefully it doesn't cost too much like here. Alright, so yeah, piss off. I hope you did like that. I hope you liked the guide, and I hope it helps you out. So please, please like and subscribe. Really helps me out. I really appreciate it a lot. Recently, I've gotten quite a few subscribers and views, and I really appreciate that. Really means quite a bit to me, as I do. I do like doing this, and having people kind of request guides from me is rather nice. So. I hope you like that, and I will see you guys next time. If you've got any suggestions for a jungler, I might do one on Skarner, because I recently got him, and I actually do like him. I think I like him better than Nocturne. So if you do have any suggestions for another guide, and I can do more than just jungle guides. I do like to play supports quite a bit, and after that I play AD carry. I've got a few of them. I've got Ezreal and Graves and all that, and a couple others. So if you'd like to see that, then just tell me in the comments below, and I will make a guide for you and whoever else would like to watch that. Alright, so peace out, and I will see you guys next time.